Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brianna, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a super cool DIY. This video is a little bit different than what I've been filming recently, but it's kind of like a throwback to my older videos and the way my channel used to kind of be with more DIYs. But yeah, anyway, today's gonna be a super fun beach themed DIY, trying to get us ready for the summer, you know. But yeah, basically I got a bunch of seashells from Florida from my recent trip there, and I decided to make some sort of wall art from it because I just feel like they're so pretty and I just want to put them to use. So without further ado, let's get into the video. By the way guys, I'm showing you guys how to make this completely from scratch. So you don't need a canvas or anything because I don't have a canvas. So I'm going to show you guys how to make one. But you're gonna need some seashells, you're gonna need some white paper, and depending on how many seashells, you might want to use a poster paper. That's what I'm doing. And then you're also going to need some cardboard, and I just have a cardboard box here that I'm gonna cut up, but just make sure that the cardboard is slightly smaller than the amount of paper that you have and are planning to use. And you're also going to need some glue, and for this I think I'm just going to use some Elmer's glue, but hot glue works, basically any type of glue, and then obviously some scissors, and you're also going to need a ruler and something to draw little marks out with. But first of all, you're going to lay out your seashells generally in the format that you want it to be in. For me, I just kind of made sure they were close together, but I'm not going to keep them like this. I'm actually going to make mine in a heart shape, as you probably saw in the thumbnail. But just generally have them out here so you know how much space you're going to need to take and use. And then take your ruler or whatever measuring tool you have and put it on the side of the paper so you can measure out how much you're going to need. I'm going to measure out about 12 inches for mine, and then give about 4 inches of room outside of this just so we can fold it over. So just give about 4 inches of room like this. A pencil and just make a rough mark. I'm going to try to make this pretty square just because that's how I want it to be, and I recommend you guys do that too. So I'm gonna go ahead, and now I have my marks. I have a mark here, and now all you have to do is just take your straight edge and whatever you have and just trace the lines down to make your paper. And I know it seems like it's way bigger than it has to be, but that's the trick to this, because I have done this before with making the canvases. You want to make sure that you are using, you're cutting out more space than you think you'll need, because then you can fold over more rather than not have enough. There they are. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my cardboard that I want to use and cut it out. And for this, I just roughly measured how wide I'm gonna want my seashells to be. So I figured the widest is gonna be about 10 inches for the seashells. And now I just need to make sure I have 10 inches worth of cardboard. I actually decided to make it a little bit rectangular, but I like it that way. And now I'm gonna go ahead and push my shells to the side for a sec. And now I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the square that I have traced on the white paper. You're just gonna go ahead and put your cardboard in the center of the paper, and make sure that your good side that you actually wanna put the shells on is like not facing up, like it's facing down. So basically, you're going to take your white paper while holding your cardboard down and kind of just crease it along the cardboard. The tighter in it is to the cardboard, the better it will turn out. And if you have thick paper like I do, this might be a little bit hard, but if you want, you could take scissors and kind of go over the crease like this. Now, once you have your crease in cardboard, take some tape. But you're just gonna go ahead and put some tape. Now we're gonna go on to the other side and do the exact same thing. And this time, make sure that the cardboard is like all the way against the other side. Now, it should look like this. And it looks pretty good, to be honest. The only thing now that we have to do is fold in these sides. So for these, we're just gonna do the exact same thing. But make sure that everything's like taped. Honestly, guys, just to be sure that everything is good and taped, I'm going to tape down these sides right here. You don't need to use super big pieces of tape for this, like literally just use tiny pieces. Taped and ready to go. All we're gonna do is start with the top and do the same crease. And once that is creased to the best of your ability, go ahead and take some tape. I'm just gonna add it to the middle. And now we're gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. So here we go. Here it is. It's actually like really sturdy, like I cannot bend this thing at all, so I definitely recommend using poster paper for this. But yeah, that is what it should look like. So now we're gonna take our seashells and place them. And I think I'm gonna have this try to be landscape, and I'm gonna try to make the heart go like this. So hopefully that's gonna work out. If I were you guys, I would try to make it really condensed and close up all the small spaces in between the shells as possible, but I'll show you guys what it looks like when everything is placed. Here are all of the shells. I finally decided the way that I wanted to kind of display them. This is the way. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my glue, and now that I know exactly where I want them to all be, I'm gonna try my best to glue them in their spots. And as you can see, a bunch of them are like not completely touching like the surface or all of them. So for those, I'm just gonna try to put the glue on the places where they are touching. Okay guys, so I have finished gluing everything in place. This took me quite some time, but basically I just got the shell and I put the glue on the perimeter of it, and then I just placed it back down in its spot, at least for the outside. And then for the ones on the inside, the perimeter of the heart, I did the same thing. And then for the ones on the inside, if they were like really big and heavy, like rocks, like these, I put some glue on the bottom and then stuck them down. And then if they were just some of the shells on the inside here, I basically used my glue to just put some glue in between the spaces and the crevices all around them. I try not to put any glue on top of the actual shells, but I just try to put the glue in between. And then I used a toothpick, and you can use a toothpick or like anything else, and I just kind of started to spread the glue to the other shells so that they can kind of like bind together, if you know what I mean. But everything is finished now, and this is what it looks like. I really like how it came out. So I'll show you guys the finished product once it is done drying, but if you do what I did and put a lot of glue in between all the shells, I recommend leaving it overnight to dry, just so it's completely dry and done. Okay guys, so it has been a couple hours later, and I think for the most part, since the glue I used was like fast drying, I'm pretty sure my seashell wall art has dried for the most part. That's what it looks like. Look at it in all of its glory. I know that the lighting is super bright, but I don't think it's 100% dried, so I'm just gonna show you guys like this. But look at that. I love it. I think it's gonna look so cute up on the wall. Is that cute? I can't tell. I think it's really cute. So yeah, I'm so excited to put it up on the wall. You can put this up on the wall in many different ways, but since it is really heavy, probably suggest either using those wall things that you could stick to the wall and hang stuff on, and then maybe attach like a string or something to the actual canvas, Or you could also just set it up propped up against stuff and have it like that. But yeah guys, that was it for this DIY. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more DIYs, please let me know in the comments because I'd be happy to make them for you. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel to see more awesome videos like this one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!